A study asked over 2,000 Americans what they actually do in bed, and the results are more reassuring than you think. We spend a lot of time wondering if what we are into is normal. Not out loud. That is not how this works. We wonder quietly, privately, usually late at night when the internet has taken us somewhere unexpected. We compare ourselves to some imagined version of what everyone else is doing and assume we are either too much or not enough. So here is the actual data. Over 2,000 adults across the US asked confidentially about what they are actually doing in the bedroom. And what it reveals is equal parts reassuring and surprising. The universals, what almost everyone is doing, whether they talk about it or not. Vaginal sex leads the data. 88% of men and 91% of women report having it regularly. Masturbation sits right alongside it. Over 80% of both men and women report doing it. In the last month alone, 64% of men and 41% of women. Despite being one of the most universal human behaviors, it remains one of the most stigmatized. The shame around it has no biological basis whatsoever. Oral sex. Over 80% of both men and women have given and received it. It is not a special occasion activity. It is a standard feature of most people's lives. Now here is where it gets interesting. 75% of women have worn lingerie specifically for a partner. 65% of men and 54% of women have sent or received intimate photos. Erotic stories sit at 57% overall, with women significantly more likely to prefer them over explicit video. If you have never explored this with your partner, you are leaving one of the most effective tools for building desire completely in public intimacy. 43% of respondents have done it at least once, almost half. And the tier most people assume is niche? Spanking sits at 30%, role-playing at 22%, light restraint at 20%. If you know 10 people, 2 of them have explored some form of this. It is significantly more mainstream than the silence around it suggests. And here's the finding that sits quietly at the end of the study. Cuddling and kissing ranked as highly appealing for both men and women, more appealing in many cases than activities much further down the adventurous end of the scale. Intimacy is not just about what you do, it is about connection. And the data keeps coming back to that same conclusion every single time.